If you didn't want me to call you by name, you shouldn't have let me know your name. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, rise up and listen. I stand before you today not as a perfect man, but as a messenger who refuses to water down the truth, because the messenger must deliver the correct message in its entirety. No shortcuts, no apologies, no filters. If you didn't want me to call you by name, you should not have introduced yourself through your actions. I did not invent your hypocrisy. I merely described it. There are sinners who pose as saints, quoting scripture with one breath and destroying people with gossip in the next. If entertainers speak recklessness, people dance to it. They groove to it. They throw money at it, repeat it, celebrate it, turn it into trends. But let somebody stand up and speak truth with authority. Now everybody grows uncomfortable. Now everybody wants peace. Oh, now you want peace. Funny how people can tolerate poison as long as it arrives with a beat behind it. But conviction unsettles the room, because conviction forces reflection. And the world is filled with people who love windows but hate mirrors. Listen to me carefully. You were not born to sit in the desert of waiting. You were not created to live detached from your purpose, dragging chains of excuses while the world spins on without you. This is a battlefield, not a ballroom. And on this battlefield, the front runners are not the loudest. They are the ones with integrity. The foundation of everything is integrity. Not performance, not popularity, not applause, integrity. Who are you when nobody benefits from pretending? Who are you when there is no crowd watching? Who are you when there is no camera, no stage, no Sunday performance? Because some people know how to sound holy, but cannot survive 5 minutes in the desert of truth. The desert reveals what comfort concealed. A rainstorm exposes weak foundations. Pressure reveals character. Adversity unmasks falsifiers. And there are people who only know how to function when life is easy. The moment accountability enters the room, they detach. Suddenly, they become victims. Suddenly, they become misunderstood. Suddenly, the messenger is too harsh. No. The messenger must deliver the correct message in its entirety. Not half the truth, not the edited version, not the polished up lie wrapped in soft language to protect fragile egos. The whole truth, even when it rattles the walls, even when it shakes comfortable lies loose from the ceiling. If a bridge is collapsing, you do not whisper, you shout. And there are too many people applauding destruction because it entertains them. You don't need permission to stand.
You don't need a holiday to lend a helping hand to those struggling. The single mother working 2 jobs doesn't need your thoughts and prayers only on Christmas. She needs groceries in July. The young man fighting addiction doesn't just need a sermon on Sunday. He needs a caretaker on Monday. The dreamer staring at a setback doesn't need another lecture about failure. He needs someone to remind him that he is still the front runner of his own story.
Do not wait for applause to begin. Do not wait for holidays to show compassion. You do not need a calendar to help somebody. Character does not operate seasonally. Some people only care when there is an audience. Public compassion, private indifference. A performance wrapped in hashtags and shallow speeches, and still they want recognition for doing the bare minimum. Ooh, look at me, everybody. I behaved like a decent human being for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, there are quiet souls, people carrying entire battlefields inside their chest, still showing gratitude, still helping others, still pushing forward despite being buried beneath setbacks most people would collapse under. Those are the people I respect. Not the loudest, not the flashiest, not the most rehearsed. The real ones. The ones who fight storms silently. The ones who bleed privately. The ones who carry pain without turning cruel. Stop performing for people who would crucify you for being real. Stop shrinking your voice so others can stay comfortable in their lies. If they didn't want their name called out, they should not have let you see the real them. The rainstorm is coming, and it will wash fake foundations away. And when it does, only what is rooted in truth will remain. A storm announces itself honestly. A snake hides in flowers. One deserves caution, the other deserves distance. And some of you have spent too much time begging snakes to become caretakers. No more. Speak truth. Walk with integrity. Protect your spirit. Help people when you can. And stop apologizing for refusing to participate in hypocrisy. Because if speaking truth makes people uncomfortable, perhaps it is not the voice they hate. Perhaps it is the reflection.